This aircraft carrier base right here looks absolutely amazing. I think this is one of the coolest things I've built so far. At least to this stage anyway. As soon as we end up adding more to this, I think it's going to get worse, but who cares? So, what we're going to do then is we're going to add a superstructure to this. So this bit right here is going to get built upwards by about 4 stories or so. And then we're going to have a spawning tower about, I don't know, 3 stories above that. It's going to be really high, but hopefully it works and looks pretty good. So that's that right there. I also might do something with the stern because honestly, this looks pretty ugly. So I think I want to do something with this before we move on too. So let's go ahead and do that bit first, and then we can move on to doing the actual superstructure up here. Right, so I just recorded a whole bit and I made this. And honestly, it doesn't look terrible, but it still looks pretty bad. So I'm gonna do something kind of drastic right now. And I think that is to destroy all of it. I think I'm gonna take it all off the back. So let's just go ahead and do it. I'm going to move this all the way up to there. Anywhere that has even a little bit of an angle, we're getting rid of. There we go. Alright, cut it all off. Even these bits. There we go. Cut. Is that all of it? Excellent. There we go. And then we just need to redesign the whole back end. That's all. So I think what I'm going to do is just attach this guy to the top end like so. We're then going to zoom it back even further with this, and then back here we'll be able to decide what to do after, kind of. So if that goes on there, we obviously need a 2x2 inverse pyramid that can go in there. We can sort it out, but I think the thing is, I am just going to go ahead and send this back like this and just keep doing it for a little while. The only problem that I expect to have very soon is that this bit back here obviously is a 4 face, so this is 4 long, which means it either has to have one of these on there, one of these on there, or one of these on there. And I don't know which one it's going to have just yet, but I want this to be a lot longer than it currently is, I think. So I might end up deleting a lot of this bit and then just trying to attach it on once we've built the back. So far, that is looking about right, actually. I wanted to extend it really far forward, and that's just how we did it. So, yeah, so far, so good. We can then attach this bit up here, and I can actually get to painting pretty much straight away. So let's line this up all the way to there, and then all of this bit right here needs doing too. There we go. Slowly but surely, we'll get all of this bit done. There we go. Very nice. That bit and that bit, these bits right here, all the way down to there. And then we're just going to jug it in. There you go. Jugged, jugged, jugged. Excellent. Yeah. So far, that actually looks really good. The thing is, obviously, we need to do something here. So, I think we need to grab this bit from there all the way down to there, pretty much. Doesn't really matter where, to be totally honest with you. And then we're going to go ahead and copy it and move it forwards. Although actually, maybe we don't do that. No, we probably don't. Because what we need to do is grab one of these. I want to do it in this color though. Yeah. So we grab one of these and we chuck it on there like that. We actually need 2. So send it. There you go. Put it on there. 2 down. Sent. All right. We then need 2 of these ones, which is these guys. So chuck that on there like this. There we go. And 1, 2. Excellent. And then it's 2 of these, I do believe. So chuck that underneath. 1, 2. I think that's it. There we go. So what we should be able to do now is paste that onto there like so. All right. Merge it together. And then just build the back end in. All nice and stuff. Okay, that doesn't look too bad, I don't think. I don't mind the idea of leaving it somewhat open or like flat on the back, although I will probably make it a little bit less flat than this. But so far, this is actually fine. Yeah, grab the right colors, and I'm just going to go ahead and attach this on. So from there to there, that's all good. From here to here, that's all good as well. And then obviously we just need to do one of these right here like that. And one of these right here like this. Slowly, please. There we go. Okay, delete that bit as well. That looks about right. Yeah. Kind of, anyway. It's better than it was. It's a lot better than it was. So, let's go ahead and attach this guy from here up to there for now. We're going to be attaching a bunch more of these, probably. Although, now that I think about it, we might be doing it in 1x2s. So let's start with this bit. So a 1x2 inverse pyramid right there. We go down like so. And then it's a 2x2 from here, of course. There. All the way down to here. And then it is a 2x4 from there down to here. Okay, from there it just goes straight down as a 1x2, I think. So smack that on there like that and go down like so. Yes. Okay, this all works. So we're probably going to bring this in by another one of these and then possibly a 1x4 as well. And that'll be the new stern. Alright, so we've gone from this, which is like a flat level right here, then a rounded bit right there, to this, which is no flat bit. It just sort of rounds off up there. Obviously, we'll have a rudder right here somewhere, and then propellers here. If I'm honest, I would have preferred if this went in further a little bit quicker. And the only way that I could do that is by doing a 1x2 or a 1x4 out here initially, and then bringing it back out. But honestly, this is fine. We'll add the propellers on, and that'll be okay. But we're not doing that today because we're doing the superstructure, because that's what I wanted to do today. I thought that wasn't going to take too long, but I did it twice, so it took me ages. Anyway, let's go ahead and start designing this, and hopefully it'll be nice. Right, so this is the current situation. We have a very long, skinny thingamabobby, and that is going to be our superstructure. So, let's add a door here. Okay, we're going to add a door right there. Okay, so that's a door. Good. We're then going to attach this onto the top, and we're going to put another door right there. And then, oh, you guessed it, we're going to put another door directly on top of that. There we go. And then, whoa, bit crazy, but we're going to do this. So, 3 stories I think is about right. Let's go from here up to there. All right, and then do this. So, yeah, 3 stories in a conning tower. Is that okay? I reckon it is. These are 3 stories without the bit on the roof, because actually, we're going to have a walkway on the roof too, and then we're going to have a chimney on here as well, and some other stuff. There's quite a lot to do here. Let's do it. So, what I need to do is build this up. So, we're going to grab these guys right here, all the way back to there. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it directly on top of that piece. And again, I don't know why I paste like this, but I do, so leave me alone. Leave me alone. There we go, and one more. There we go. What I'm going to do is, with this top piece, delete all of those bits, and obviously attach all of this in, and all of that across there, and then we're going to merge it together. So this one merges with this, that one with that, that one with that, that one with that, that one with that, that one with that. There we go. We should add some windows in all of these, but I'll do that after. But for now, let's just go ahead and grab all of this. So from the top to the bottom, copy it, paste it right there. There we go. And another one directly on top of there, just like this. There we go. Merge those together and that together right there. The thing is, though, this bit up here is going to be changed slightly because this one becomes a box. That's right. It becomes a box. There we go. Delete all of that, all of this, all of that, and then we can build the box in. So delete there, there, and there, here, here, and here, and it's time for the box. Excellent. So we'll actually have this strut out by a further one bit right there, and actually, I'm going to bring it backwards to here as well. Not that it should, but I'm going to do it. So there you go. Do this bit backwards to here as well. There we go. And shove that on there like that. Okay, so we got our box. That is that's what we needed, I guess. Delete these bits on the top, and we are obviously going to do the same thing that we've done down there. So let's just do it. Attach all those guys together. Bring it out by one to here. Go ahead and do all of these guys. Bring it out by one on the front and on the side. There we go. I'm going to do this right here like that. And this guy right here like this. Okay. So far, so good. I don't know whether I should have round edges. I think I will. So actually delete all of these bits. And we can just do this. And this. And then obviously we're going to have windows in there. But for now, let's just seal it all off. There we go. Do this guy too. Here we go. Up there. And this guy. Woo! All the way up to there. And poof. There we go. All right. That's good for now. So we are going to need windows, obviously. Let's go ahead and delete that right there and this right here. Same on the other side. So that right there like that and this right here like this. And I think I'll just use portholes. So we got this right here and this right here. Same with this guy on this side and that. And then I guess we'll actually do two on the front as well. There we go. One there and one there. That looks terrible for right now. Maybe we'll do three on the front. There you go. Three on the front. Why not? The front is going to be a little bit different though, because we're going to do something like this. In fact, actually, maybe these guys. Here we go. So, like this. There we go. One there and one here. Okay. Although it doesn't go up that high. Delete these ones. What I need to do is grab this. Here we go. From here all the way around to here. We're going to copy it. I'm going to bring it up. And we're going to use the same round on the front. Okay. Bit crazy, but sure. I think that goes there like that. We're then going to go ahead and attach it on. So this guy and this guy. This guy and this guy. Merge this with this. Delete all of the interior bits again. And whack that onto there. Okay. So this is like a little forward island thingamabobby. Where you can stand, I guess. Sure. Obviously, this is going to be extended upwards. We're going to go up by 3. Same on the other side. Up by 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do all of these bits as well. There you go. Flip it over. Nope, not like that. 1, 2, 3. And these guys. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. Right. I would say that it's starting to look pretty good. But, maybe not. Who knows? There we go. That goes there. And this goes here. And then obviously we just go ahead and build that back. There we go. Okay. That seems pretty nice to me so far. The thing is, there should be windows located all the way around this. And I don't think I'll be able to fit them on. But we'll try. So let's go with interior ones. and figure it out. So interior, interior, interior. And then I need to somehow build this in. How do I even do that, though? I don't know. I'm thinking, instead of 3x3s, maybe we use a 2x3 here. Alright, that actually allows me to use this. And then I suppose on these bits, I can just use these guys. Okay, but they're a bit high, so actually I think we only need it to be 1s. Oh no, 2s. What I mean is, a 2x3 right here like this. One there. Am I doing interior or exterior? I can't remember. I think it's interior. Yeah, there we go. So those guys go on there. These guys go on here. And then obviously we want the same one at the front. And then we need to attach it together. So I guess I can use one of these to begin with. And then actually, instead of these guys being where they are, if I put it there and there, that's fine. Yeah. So instead of being all the way at the back, we actually bring them forwards by one. Check that guy on there as well. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, so going back from here, I think we'll just attach this guy onto there on both sides, just like this. What I can do actually is just bring this over. Yeah, I can just bring this to the side, and that'll allow me to mirror everything that I'm going to be doing here. One more. There we go. And then I don't have to worry about mirroring. Alright, cool. So, this is going to go back like this. However, we're going to delete this guy right here and chuck one of these on, so that we can actually have this go around the edge like so. Okay. We can then attach this guy onto there like that and send it back. And so far, that is about right. Okay, going back from here then, I need to figure out how tall I actually want the rear of this thing to be. And I'm thinking probably only like 2 stories tall makes sense. We are going to obviously shove the floors in. There's no reason not to, I don't think. So shove the floors in for now. And then the rear end obviously will build up too, just the same way we've done the front. So I might as well grab it from the front and do it that way. Here we go. From here up to there, grab the front and the other side. Copy it, turn it round, send it back. Here we go. Yes, slowly but surely we are getting there. There we go, paste that on, merge this together, and in fact actually, move it up by 1, paste it there, merge that together, and then delete these so that we can have a floor. Okay, there we go. I might have accidentally deleted some bits in here that I shouldn't have, but that's fine. Delete all of that, delete all of these, and all of these. Delete that piece and that piece, shove that together. Alright, that's fine. And then obviously I need to put all of these back. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. But there we go. So that's like the length of it. That's the height of it at the back. Obviously we are going to extend it, and there are not going to be doors on the side like that. But that's probably good right there. Alright, so we've made it back here. So what I'm going to do from around this point right here, I'm going to add this ladder. Yeah, we're going to add a ladder. It's actually only going to be on one side, but I'm essentially just going to send it all the way up. I don't really know how high to even put this thing, but I'll figure it out. So let's say that we get a door, right? Because I'm doing things in like door sizes anyway. So we attach a door onto here, like this. Sure. And then we obviously leave a floor. There we go. And there we go. So I was about right. Yeah, I was actually about right. And then we add a floor in here. And this is where we are going to have an observation thing. Yeah, like an observation tower. This is pretty wild, but I think it's going to be sick. So let's go ahead and attach all those together there. I might as well add an extra floor in, or an extra ladder, I should say, and chuck that there. Awesome. Yeah. All right, we don't need these guys. However, we are going to go ahead and bulk up this edge like so. There we go. That goes all the way up to there. And instead of these pieces, I guess we'll actually just add these guys. There we go, so one of those there, and one of those here like this. Okay, now on the original aircraft carrier that I'm sort of taking inspiration from. It was actually 2 of these rather than just 1, but we don't really have the access for 2, so we are just going to go with 1. There we go. Whack that on both sides up to there. Perfect. At the very top, I'm going to delete these guys, and I'm going to add this on. There we go, and there we go. Shove that guy into there and into here, and then we can actually just bring it forwards. Okay. Same with going back over as well. There we go. And then we can obviously build a lookout post up here. Okay, I can't really find what this is really supposed to look like, but we're just going to go ahead and chuck some stuff on here and hope for the best. So that's going to go there, that's going to go there. I'm going to add some rockets to this, which is pretty insane. But let's go ahead and add those to the sides right here and have them come out just a little bit. Obviously, you don't really want this on an aircraft carrier, but it's what we've got. So there you go. All right, chuck those guys in there. Go ahead and shove that on there as well. And we're actually just going to go and extend these guys out too. Perfect. All right, bit bizarre, but it is what it is. I think I want to add like a way around this, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that, but I was thinking I could actually extend that up like that. As we go higher, up to like here, I guess, we can go ahead and attach those guys on. Go ahead and shove that onto there like that and like this. And then I'm going to add like a mini walkway around the side, which is only going to be like 2 wide. But 2 wide is enough for us to get around there, I think. Maybe if I just extend this out by 1 more, that would be great. There we go. And then shove that one in there. This guy can go here. We'll fill this bit in the center, I guess. No, actually, just one of these on here like this. Wax it back around. Okay, put the flooring in. There we go. Okay. I'm going to increase the height of this back in this area. And then we can start... You know what, actually, delete that guy and just send this across. There we go. We can start using railings. Of course we can. Here we go. So, whatever color these railings are is what color the ones up here will be. Chuck that on there like so. I'm going to chuck 2 right here. We're going to connect those guys together. Okay, and then together here. And actually, instead of those, we could just use the diagonal ones. There we go. And there we go. Oh, not quite right. There we go. All right. We should still be able to sneak through there, so that should be fine. We're then going to do the opposite here. So 1 there and 1 there. And then we might as well just do this down the side of it. So we continue with these guys back from there. Okay, that works. You know what? Let's just add some supports to this from here, and then hopefully that will be nice enough. I don't really know. I was thinking maybe I would actually add a pretty big substantial support back here, but I don't think I need to. I'm just going to add this guy right here. Check that on there like that. And then send this down like this. Yes. So that's some pretty substantial supporting right there. Don't know whether I'll add some to the front. Probably not. But that is looking okay, I think. Oh, it turns out we should add a walkway on this side as well. Oh my goodness. There's so much going on right now. How am I going to do that? I think we'll actually do 1, 2, 3, maybe just 2. There we go. Let's do it in 2s. And then we'll do a 4 on the outside of that. That's crazy, but that's what we're going to do. 1, 2. Okay. I need to line them all up nicely, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do that just yet. Is it this one? Maybe it's this one. So let's go and attach that onto there and there. And then, oh, I don't want to be doing it on this side. I don't want it on this side at all. No, get rid of these ones. Get rid of all of these ones. We're only doing it over here. So what I'll do is I'll actually grab this and this. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to move it back. There we go. Paste it there. Move it back. Paste it there. Move it back. Paste it there. And possibly just 1 more. Or maybe even 2 more actually. So bring it back again. Paste it there. That's how far this thing is going to go. And then we're just going to go and attach this onto the top like this. There's a lot to be added together here, but that's okay. There we go, because we got this. From here, we can delete that guy, obviously. Chuck all of these guys onto there like this. And then we need a barrier again. Let's go ahead and add this to here, and then we can just do one of these. There we go. In fact, we could probably do 2 of those. And then to actually attach it on, I'm just going to do this. Ah, that's a nice shape. On this side, unfortunately, we can't quite do it the way that we have on the other side, but that's fine. Okay, we are all in. Let's go ahead and paint all of this green. I like the floor being green, I don't know why. And then I'm going to add more railings down this side. So they're going to go all the way down here, although I will interrupt it with some sort of like barrier in certain places, but I don't know where just yet, so we'll figure that out soon. But essentially I'm just going to keep adding railings. So delete that guy right there. In fact, angled piece. Aha! And then angled piece again, and then attach that onto there. Alright, that works. And then we need to do a similar thing back there, but that's fine. Oh my goodness, right, we're getting there. Things are being added, which is crazy business, and it's starting to look alright. It's not quite right yet, and obviously I did start building this thing at the top, but my brain just decided to go do something else. I don't know why that happens, but that does happen to me quite a bit. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's get this thing on the top actually sorted. It's not anything too crazy because it's literally just somewhere with windows all the way around it. That's it. So let's do that. Here we go. Windows. I'm just going to make them black on this one for now. 1, 2, 3. And then actually, we're going to add this guy. 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Shove that across the top. Okay. Go ahead and do this. And one more, I think. Although actually, this one more is going to be like this instead. Aha! There we go. And then shove this on here. Oh. Yeah, no, that's right. That's fine. There we go. Shove that guy underneath there like this, and attach that. And then I suppose we can just go around this side like so. Box all of that off. Whack a window in there. Whack another window in here. And then another one. Right there. And then another one right here. Hey! Slowly but surely, it's all coming together. Alright, whack those guys together. Shove that across the top. And we're going to do the same thing we've done on the back, on the front, because that's how this works. There we go. Go to the underside, copy it, turn it round, bring it to this side, paste it in, and then merge it together. Okay. There we go. So we got like an observation post thingamabobby up here. That looks crazy and like really weird. Okay, I'm moving on to extra bits and bobs now, and the extra bits and bobs are going to be a platform halfway up here. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. Yep. In order to get to this, I guess we'll actually just add a doorway here so you can climb off there and straight to it. And let's just shove a door in. Yes. There we go. So one of these doors going to go on there like this, and we can get through to here. Yep, alright, branch that out of there, go ahead and branch it out of here too, and then send it across here. There we go. So that is just a random platform that I like. That's it. There we go. Shove that across there and across there. All good. We're then going to go back to railings again, and we're going to shove this on. Okay. I hate that that's not quite right, but it'll be okay. Alright, let's go ahead and jug the floor right there, because we can. The floor is already jugged up here, but we'll do these bits. And that's fine too. That seems a little bit too big. It does, but I'm fine with it. Okay, next step is to add a thingamabobby right here. We're going to go ahead and add these bits. 3, then one there, and one here. There we go. We're going to send this up by a bit. I don't really know how much by, but we'll have it come up by quite a bit. There we go. Just keep having it go up, please. There we go. One more, and then all of this. Okay, that goes up to there. This goes up to here. We'll attach all that together, I suppose. And then I kind of want to add an extra bit. But essentially what this is going to be is where we add spotlight. Yeah, spotlight. Here we go. So that can go directly on top of there. We'll get ourselves a number, and that number will, where is it? will essentially point this thing forwards. That's all I want it to do. So we'll attach that directly to it. And the number will be 1. And that will point forwards. Cool. Next step then is a funnel. Essentially, I'm trying to get all of the like basics on here before we move on. And one of those things is, of course, a funnel. How long is this? Let's figure this out. That is 16 long. Sure. Let's go with it. We're going to go ahead and shove this guy on next, and then this guy on here. Whack that into there. We're then going to go ahead and do this one onto here, and this one onto here, and then bosh that into there. And then we'll grab all of these bits, copy them, and move them up. Yep. This is going to be made quite large. It's going to be quite a tall thing. Yep. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. It's going to go just past this by like 2. So there's 1. And then there's 2. Excellent. And then on top of here, I'm actually just going to go ahead and zoom this. Oh, no. Zoom it from there to there. I believe I'll be able to use this piece from here. And then this one from there to there. There we go. And then the same, obviously, on this side. So whack them all in. And that will be great. Okay. Perfect. Smash that in there and there as well. Go ahead and just do this and this for now. Although it is going to head up from there as well. It's going to continue upwards. Which is a bit crazy, but again, it is what it is. Sorry if I keep repeating the words that I've already said. It's just something that happens to me when I do this, and I don't know why. When I do this building business. Anyway, let's go ahead and jug this into here, here, here and here, and here. There we go. Alright, and then back here we'll do the same thing. There we go. And then we are going to be extending it up even further from this point. So, I don't know how much further, probably up to about there. Let's delete these guys real quick. Shove that on there instead. And just box that in like so. Alright. Do the same thing right here. And then all of this. There we go. Sure. Seems a little bit too skinny for me, to be honest. But it should do its job. What I also wouldn't mind doing at the top of this is shoving these guys on here and here. Whacking that bit around the top edge. And that being good. You know? That's what I want. So that goes on there. We'll go ahead and do this piece. And send it back. There we go. So it makes it look a little bit wider at the top. Which is better, I think. Shove this piece on either end of this as well. And then we'll just whack that in there and there. And here and here. Perfect. Okay. Right, so that's going to be our funnel. Which, yeah, very skinny, but actually kind of cool. Well, I didn't expect it to take this long to do this, but we're in a situation now where we have a bit of a conning... I keep going to call it a conning tower just because of its shape, but we have a superstructure sort of started. We have that weird bit up there going on as well, and I think we're in a good position. But the thing is, I've run out of time today. So, I'm going to upload this. You guys can tell me what you guys think of it, whether we should continue with it or not, and then we'll go from there. But I think it's looking pretty good. So, for now, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed whatever the heck this was, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.